The Boy Who Chased the Ball. In the dusty village of Ophia-Akwu, nestled among the tall palms and red-earthed paths, there lived a boy named Somadina. He was 12 years old, barefoot most of the time, and had a heart that beat not just with blood, but with football. From the moment the morning cock crowed to the time the sun sank behind the hills, Somadina was chasing a ball, sometimes made from bundled nylon bags, other times from old socks knotted together. Somadina lived with his mother, Mama Ejike, a widow who sold roasted plantain by the roadside. She was a stern woman with a strong arm, and a voice like thunder when she was angry. Her days were filled with toil, and she expected her only son to help, fetching water, splitting firewood, and washing the plantain for roasting. But Somadina had other plans. Every afternoon, as the village children gathered at the makeshift field behind the Anglican church, Somadina would sneak out with his ball under his shirt. Chores unfinished, water not fetched, wood not split, nothing could keep him from the game. The older boys mocked him at first, for he was small and wiry. But what he lacked in size, he made up for in heart. He dribbled like a shadow in the wind and shot with the fury of thunder. But Mama Ejike would not hear of it. Somadina, she would roar, holding her kiboko, a long whip made of twisted cowhide. So football is now more important than your mother. Come here before I skin you like fresh yam. And many a time, Somadina's skinny legs bore the stripes of discipline. Yet the next day, he would sneak off again, limping if he had to, because the call of football was louder than pain. The villagers began to talk. That boy is stubborn. He will end up useless. No respect for his mother. But one man watched silently. Coach Babayal, the Ghanaian who had settled in the next town and coached boys for the township cup. He had heard of the boy who could dribble goats without touching them. One Saturday morning, he came to Ophia-Akwu and watched from under a mango tree. The match that day was between Ophia-Akwu and Yumuk village. Somadina's team wore patched-up jerseys, while the other team had new kits and boots. The sun was fierce, and the red dust rose like spirits in battle. The game was tight. First goal, Yumuk. Second goal, Ophia-Akwu. The third came in the dying minutes. A long pass. Somadina caught it with his chest, twisted past one defender, another, and then chipped it lightly over the goalkeeper's head. The ball kissed the net like a blessing. The crowd erupted. Boys lifted Somadina high. Women ululated. Even Mama Ejike, who had come reluctantly, stood frozen, her kiboko falling from her hand. After the match, Coach Babayal approached Mama Ejike. "Madam, your son, he is not just a player. He is a gift." Mama Ejike eyed him with suspicion. "Gift? From who?" "This one that refuses to fetch water." But when Coach Baba Ya showed her the letter, an invitation to a football academy in Lagos, sponsored by an NGO that supported rural talent, her eyes welled with tears. "I did not know," she whispered. A month later, Somadina boarded a bus to Lagos with a brand new bag, boots, and a heart full of dreams. He trained hard, learned English better, and ate like he had never eaten before. Within a year, he was on a plane to Belgium, joining a junior team with a history of producing stars. His first match in Europe was under floodlights, in a stadium 10 times the size of his village. He wore number 7. He kissed the green field before the whistle blew. Back in Ophia-Akwu, Mama Ejike would sit under the mango tree, radio in hand, listening to commentary from faraway lands. And Somadina with the ball. He dribbles. He shoots. "Goal!" She would nod slowly, smiling, and say to anyone who listened, "That's my son, the one I used to flog like goat meat." God bless that stubborn head. Years passed, and Somadina built a house for his mother, the biggest in the village, with running water and a satellite dish. He visited often, never forgetting his roots. And every time he came home, He gathered the children, gave them footballs, and told them the same thing. Chase your dreams. Even when they flog you, even when they laugh, chase it. One day, it will open a door for you. And so, in the heart of Ophioakwo, where the red earth still clung to bare feet and footballs still bounced on dusty fields, the legend of Somadina lived on, not just as a boy who played football, but as one who turned pain into purpose and dreams into reality.